Today, Square Enix, good at making and selling games, bad at budgeting. This is CheckPoint.
Welcome to CheckPoint on April 1st, or as we like to call it, the Internet is Lying to You Day.
Except here on CheckPoint, where, as usual, all of our stories are true, but dumb.
You all remember the Oculus Rift, the super cool 3D virtual reality headset that racked up over $2.4 million in Kickstarter funding? Well, they're working on the consumer version, and testing has brought up a tiny little problem. According to inventor Palmer Luckey, wearing the Oculus Rift while drunk is basically buying a one-way ticket to Vomit Town population your living room rug. Turns out the disparity between what your body is actually doing and what it's seeing can be slightly nausea-inducing when you're sober, but if you're trashed, your brain just assumes you're straight hallucinating and you need to get that poison out of you pronto. By the way, that thumping noise you all just heard was every fraternity in the United States setting aside a stack of cash for the latest addition to their hazing torture device toolkit.
Capcom has just figured out something you'd think they would have learned years ago, that gamers love childhood nostalgia. Announced at PAX East, DuckTales Remastered is an HD version of the beloved DuckTales game for the Nintendo Entertainment System, but this time featuring full voice acting from the original cast of the TV series. All of them. Even Alan Young, the original voice of Scrooge McDuck. He's 93. I don't have a joke here, I'm just amazed.
According to Ubisoft writer Corey May, the company maintains a secret document containing 101 gameplay ideas. Working on a game and need an idea? Consult the secret list. Come up with an idea that doesn't quite work in your game? Add it to the list, reuse it later. It's so much more clear now how the Assassin's Creed franchise went from parkour stealth combat to tall ship sailing simulator that your Uncle David would really enjoy.
In a recent study of age-monitored media, it turned out that video games are the most successfully enforced. Only 13% of underage secret shoppers were able to buy M-rated games, compared to 24% for R-rated movie tickets, 30% for R-rated DVDs, and 47% for parental advisory music. We look forward to this data being ignored by old white men and angry mothers. Fun fact, what retailer was ranked as the worst offender? Why, bastion of good taste and arbiter of decency, Walmart, of course. Walmart may cherry-pick what titles they carry, but their employees sure as shit don't care what gets sold.
Square Enix has announced it will see a 10 billion yen loss for the fiscal year due to a massive restructuring brought about by difficult market conditions and sluggish North American sales. Okay, fair. So how bad are things? Well, here are some of Square Enix's disappointing European and North American sales. By the end of March, Square Enix sold millions of games, and these numbers exclude digital downloads. Sleeping Dogs, 1.75 million units. Tomb Raider, 3.4 million units. Hitman Absolution, 3.6 million units. In what universe are those numbers disappointing? If Hitman Absolution is being published by anyone else, they would be bombarding the press with stories about what an enormous hit that game was. Compare Square Enix to THQ, the company that died because it was all too well acquainted with what disappointing sales look like. According to THQ, Saints Row 3 was a massive hit and they promoted it as one. A year after it came out, do you know how many copies they had shipped? Not even sold, but just shipped? 4 million! Hitman Absolution came out 4 months ago! Look, Square Enix, what kind of sales projections are you trying to meet here? I understand you want to sell as many games as possible, but setting every sales goal at 1 billion units is not helpful.
Oh, you are upset about this.
Well, yeah, like you said at the beginning, all our stories are true and incredibly stupid.
Well, not the DuckTales story. That one was awesome.
Oh, so if we had a true story that wasn't... Oh, crap, that means we did lie on Internet Lies to You Day. I'm really sorry. Well, trust me, next year, no untruths. Please don't cancel us before April 1st, 2014.
We can't make that promise.
Coming up, XCOM Enemy Unknown is coming to iOS. The game that fits on a DVD now fits on your iPhone. Sort of. If you want to see what you're playing, break out the magnifying glass.